Any coin?
Let's get moving, eh? No second thoughts, eh?
Set a course, navigator. The Iron Bay lies in sight. Somewhere here, a black pearl is ripe for the taking.
You know, if I were the Inquisition, I'd have thrown the pearl into that pit already.
They can't. The resulting energies would burn every soul on the island. It will have been taken to the smelters to be encased in iron.
Precious little cover and a prognostica to boot. What say you we cause a little distraction?
What do you have in mind?
We set a little bonfire of our own. Those crates would make for excellent kindling. Now we just need some nice, normal flame. There. We can light a torch with one of those braziers. Burn the crates and draw attention away from our prize.
Very well. Now, there's just the matter of getting down into the pit. If you enter the Great Bridge, there will be a door that leads to its base. Alternatively, you can descend via the ladder in the prison. Mind the spikes. Now, let's put your plan into action, Navigator. Choose our landing.
Oh, I'm ready. Ah, of course.
Always move forward.
The court is in session. Once more until death comes to reach.
The fire will guide me through your
Stench of your corruption still
We will
lingers.
feed your carcass to the
I
fire.
am an arbiter of the maidens. Cower before me.
I can smell your rotting flesh.
You are wasting
Measure.
precious time behind.
Calculate.
Come forth.
Rectify.
Let fate be our judge.
It'll only hurt a bit.
Don't worry.
Let's see what's out.
Ah, let's stretch those roots. One less to worry about.
Good for another
Oh,
shot.
this is fascinating.
Huh?
Let the leaves cover all. Let's cover this up.
Still breathing. Still sane. It's done. Justice is hard. I am your executioner. Dicho y hecho.
We will feed your carcasses to the
fire
fire.
will guide me
fire
to
longs
you,
for your
fiend.
cursed soul. Measure, calculate, rectify.
I cannot
Maiden's judgment awaits creature.
Nothing. They must have returned to the sea. Is that?
What do we have here? Straight to the point.
The verdict is clear. My sight reaches far. The future calls.
The maiden guides the heart.
It's quickly done. Elmo up. The crow flies. Ah, swift justice. I've seen it happen. Avert your gaze.
The time though. This can't be right.
Judgment is at hand. One bolt, one life.
Oh, how I will enjoy purging your soul.
I can smell your rotting
Measure,
flesh.
calculate, rectify.
We will feed your carcasses to the pyre.
My judgment awaits you, creature.
Change in position. For desperate times, iron judgment. Ah, the better part of me.
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of moonshine.
Another soul for the buyer. To each what they deserve.
Lady at the ring. I have just the thing.
I'm starved.
With kind regards, my verdict is final.
The fire longs
A
for your
soul
cursed
is lost
soul.
to us.
Mensura,
Mensura,
Rectifica.
Rectifica.
The maiden's judgment
The fire
awaits,
longs
creature.
for your cursed soul.
Mensura, Calcula, Rectifica.
Need something, maiden.
They must have returned to the sea.
Treatment's ready. Working on it.
Ah, swift justice. Let's get a better view.
Oh, I'll have to note that down.
I see. Justice has been granted. Through the flames.
I can see it. Witness the blasphemous brutality. Mensura,
Mensura,
maiden's
calcula,
judgment awaits, creature.
Rectifica.
Measure the fire longs for
You
your
are hiding in the
cursed
weeds.
soul. Your soul bleeds uncertainty. It is all
Standing around, catching light.
Show yourself!
How I will enjoy purging your
Yeah,
soul.
let me at him.
Teresa, para servirle.
A crack in the glass. My body saves. I'll do that thing.
The White Crow stands ready.
See you around.
Remedies for the dead.
For desperate times.
I do like this so far.
The fire hungers for us. Let's get a better view.
Feed your carcass to the pyre.
You're wasting precious time, pirate.
Fire
Come
lies
forth.
your cursed
Calculate!
soul. The
Rectify!
maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
I am an arbiter of the maiden.
Carcasses to the
Cower
fire!
before me.
Measure. Calculate.
Ensure,
Rectify.
calcula,
That bush
rectifica.
The
seems
fire will
highly
guide me to
suspicious
you,
to me.
fiend.
Change in position. Dicho y hecho. Ah, swift justice. The future calls.
There is nothing not
Let fate be our judge.
Who?
I've seen it happen.
My judgment awaits you, creature. Measure,
The fire
calculate,
longs for your
rectify.
cursed soul.
Calcula. Rectifica.
calculate.
Ha! I can
Rectify.
smell your rotting flesh.
Calcula, rectifica.
What's in it for me? I'll be there soon. I like these odds.
I'll trim their numbers.
What is that?
Hey,
Of their ordained power.
try this.
This shall
my
not
senses.
go unanswered.
The body measures,
In the
the
name
mind
of the
reflects.
maiden,
Oh, I like that.
there should not be footprints here.
I know right where to cut.
Consider it done. Your soul is free. Enjoy. Well, well. Now we're getting somewhere.
Too many weeds here. Mine.
Teresa, ready to serve. I see where this is going. Judgment is at hand.
Strange.
It's done. For desperate times.
Why not use my power?
Uphold for your I am your executioner. Otra run, come to me. Let's get a better view. Tria Cuervos. Once more unto justice has been granted.
I will find
Dead.
you a
How I
body.
will enjoy
I shall
purging
this
your
is
soul.
end. Your presence distorts the
Ventura,
future. How vile!
calcula,
Nothing
rectifica.
hides from the eyes of a prognosticator.
Your measurements will be off. Do them again.
Oh, I see. Never look back.
I knew this would
If you
come.
are truly without sin, then surely there is nothing
Don't
the
cuddle.
prognosticator will find examining.
The crow flies. My strength returns. Your task has ended. Once more onto the beach. I pray for your soul.
The stench of your corruption still lingers.
Rectifica.
I am an ally beyond my reach. Cower before.
Nothing hides from the eyes of a prognosticator.
You are wasting precious time. My judgment awaits you.
I cannot leave this
Soldier.
post. My gaze must suffice.
Ask for your eyes. Judgment is at hand. Ah, swift justice.
Ugh, leaves are itching.
No second thoughts, eh? Unshackle.
The future of my verdict is final.
Let's get moving, eh?
The verdict is clear. Otra ronda.
Orders of inquisitorial nature. We are to interrogate all prisoners who are close to the cursed pearl.
Oh, I can grow lots of things. This plan's growing on me.
Is it time? I remember.
Wanna go somewhere else? Bring it!
A futile attempt, little person, and certainly your last.
It's done.
What ails
Death
your soul
comes to
today?
meet you. The White Crow stands ready. For Arriba! I've seen it happen. Let fate be our judge.
Seems our work is never done.
Aye, measure is unceasing.
So you know about it.
Opportunity calls.
Incoming!
Not my problem.
Next patient.
You're a rare sight.
Watch me go!
Coming right up.
Teresa, para servirle. Through the flames.
Strange in here.
Your crimes are severe.
What is this rap?
You never miss, do you?
Measure, calculate, rectify. Oh, how I will
can smell
enjoy
your rotting
purging
flesh.
your soul.
I can smell
The
your
maiden's
rotting
judgment
flesh.
awaits, creature.
The fire will
Mensura,
guide me to you,
calcula,
fiend.
rectifica.
Dicho y hecho. Ah, swift justice.
At your service.
I see where this is going. I send you my result.
Vile leaves. Are
The
you
fire will
cowering
guide me
there?
to you, fiend. Ha! I can smell
stench
your
of
rushes
your
beyond my
corruption
reach.
still
Mensura,
lingers.
calcula, rectifica.
My judgment awaits you, creature.
Good.
Change in position.
We've driven them back to the villa.
Easy to use. No mercy given. I am your executioner. Once more onto the breach. Ah, swift justice.
What is that?
Let's get a better view. I pray for your soul. Death comes to meet you.
The fire longs for your curse.
I've seen it happen. Ha! I can smell your
Maiden's
rotting
judgment
flesh.
awaits,
The
creature.
fire will guide me to you,
We
fiend.
will feed your
Maiden's
carcasses to
judgment
the
awaits,
pyre.
creature. Mensura,
The fire will guide
calcula,
me to you, fiend.
rectifica. Measure, calculate.
Through the flames.
rectify.
Nothing. They must have returned to the sea.
For desperate times, let fate be our judge.
My soul is razor sharp. Consider it done. There's no distance. Straight to the point. Your soul is free. Enjoy. Always move forward. Free. No second thoughts, eh? Grant me a second.
Oh, I see. All right, easy fix.
Let's get moving, eh?
I can't be surprised, pirates. Fire guides my soul. Now it consumes your rotting flesh.
Let's see
Heal the
what's up.
body.
From here to there.
To each what they deserve. Ah, swift justice. Dicho y hecho. Once more onto the beach.
You know, descending into that pit might not be healthy for a cursed pirate.
Don't worry. Your souls are made of stronger stuff. As long as you don't jump into the pit directly, you should withstand the fire's glare.
Should withstand?
I have full confidence in you.
One boat, one life. I send you my resolve. Justice is harsh.
What ails your soul today? Oh, I like that. A bush for hiding. They grow from the soul. Switch shrubs coming through. Yeah,
I
let
must
me
be
at 'em.
imagining things.
Let's get moving, eh? I like it already.
Item of personal interest.
Ugh, leaves are itching.
I like these artists.
I can still
cover?
smoke in that
Don't let
bush,
the flame
yes?
get
Oh, this is fascinating.
Teresa, ready to serve. I see where this is going.
Hey, try this fruit. Mmm, souls from the air.
Item 101-010. Remnants of a jaw that spontaneously...
No cover? Easy fix.
Judgment. My verdict is final. A simple tool. Rodara. Judgment. Patience is a verdict. Ah, sweet. Swift justice.
Remedies for the dead. Coming right up. Ah, I can feel my leaves singe.
Your souls are holding strong. You are not in immediate danger.
Ugh, I wonder how the Inquisition can stay down here.
Thralls of fire, the lot of them. Most of them probably relish its maddening touch.
With kind regards, I am a better shot.
Gracious maiden, I prepare your bell.
Fire longs for your
Send you
soul. We
Guide
will
my
feed
hand
your
as I prepare.
carcasses to the fire.
You are wasting precious time, pirate. Come forth!
The fire longs for
Hello?
your cursed soul.
Measure, calculate,
The fire
rectify.
will guide me
I
to
am
you,
an arbiter
fiend.
of the maiden. Report. Your task demands it. I shall
Shadows
report
have
this.
fled.
You hear?
The design is maintained.
Need something, matey? This plan's growing on me.
Have you forgotten your sacred duty?
Food for the vines. It's all in the roots.
The prognosticars will hear of this.
The fire hungers for us.
Don't you feel it? I'd rather concentrate on my task.
Ah, the better part of me.
Opportunity calls.
Oh, I'll have to note that down.
The court is in session. Changing position. Justice has been granted.
There are cutthroats about.
My
I can
judgment
smell
I
your
find you
awaits
between the
creature.
vines, pirate.
Fire longs for your cursed soul.
The impertinence. I will
Feed
enjoy
your carcass
taking
to
a
the
drink,
fire.
are we? Ugh, the
I can
stench of
smell
your
your
corruption still demands it.
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of... Ah, souls from the ground. Working on it.
There you are. Resume your task at once.
Three little cuts.
Well, well.
I'll take that, thank you.
I'll be there soon.
Nightmares. Finish your task, then see a confessor.
Hiding spot coming up. All right, easy. You wanna hide, yeah?
Don't remember that bush. Well,
I knew this would come. Let's get a better view. For desperate times. Your crimes are severe. Death comes to greet you.
Oh, I can grow lots of things.
Rectifica!
Measure, calculate, rectify, rectifica.
Measure!
You are wasting
Calculate.
precious time,
Rectify!
pirate. Come forth.
Mensura! Calcula! Rectifica!
Still breathing. Still sane. The future calls.
What do we have here? I like it already.
Well, that can't be right. Swift justice. It's done.
Must be a mistake. What happened? Was it
Cría
negligence?
cuervos. My verdict is final. Good for another shot.
Ah, let's stretch those roots. Ha, I have just the thing.
Iron judgment. The crow. Justice has been granted.
I am an arbiter of the maiden. Cower before me.
Measure, calculate, rectify. How far?
Let's get a better view.
Mensura,
My
calculate,
judgment awaits you,
rectifica.
creature.
Watch me go.
Maiden's judgment
The
awaits,
stench
creature.
of your corruption still lingers. The shadows have fled before our zeal.
I do like this so far.
Oh!
Let me see your soul. As many as you like. Incoming.
My sight reaches far. I see the object of our mission.
The pearl is tightly guarded. You should consider setting these crates ablaze.
At your service. Now we're getting somewhere.
What was the right do again?
It's a lady at the ready. Turn.
Yes. Sword through the heart.
I am your executioner. Ah, swear to.
Standing around, catching light.
I gotcha.
Never look back.
I knew this was coming.
Why is it called the rite of purification?
Has she not learned anything?
I've seen it happen.
It is called thus because in sealing a pearl, we purify the world of the curses.
What's in it for me?
The pearls are a sickness rotting this world.
Well, well.
In taking them from our enemy, we weaken their resistance.
Blink. Straight to the point.
We won't rat you out.
Always move forward. Consider it done. Through the below.
We wait and see.
You're a rare sight.
Let's get you somewhere else.
Right requires a special delegation of kindred. They're on their way.
The court is in session.
Once they are here, we shall grow the world of this vile thing and be one step closer to the grand design.
Judgment is at hand. A bolt for your skull.
What's wrong? Unplanned, unwanted.
Measure, calculate,
Accursed knight power! Show yourself! So I may correct your violence.
You are hiding in the
Needs treatment's ready. Objective complete.
You have fire. Now light up the crates.
Lucky for us, this is me.
It is no doubt some convoluted dogma that dictates which lamps emit normal flame. I imagine down here in the pit, any more than white flame will drive most acolytes to insanity.
Must be lovely working for the Inquisition.
Fire! Fire! Get to it, quick!
They're coming. Hide.
Coming right up.
It's been a while.
Working on it.
Good. That makes our task a little easier. Now, let's grab that black pearl and leave.
The fire hungers for us.
Why does this
Changing position.
It's probably of no consequence. A little elsewhere is flammable.
The future calls. In the land of the blind.
Was it one of the weapons?
It's done.
I see that.
My strength returns.
We would have their interesting things.
Treatment's ready. too many weeds here.
I will find you a woman. I shall dead body. You are wasting precious time. Come forth. Wait. Nothing to hide. I will enjoy purging your
What way this is through the flames.
I don't like this uncertainty. It could point to the curse nearby.
Desperate lies.
Maybe my come here. Lady at the ready. All right, easy fix.
Opportunity cost. I like these odds.
6 rounds of death, 2 drops of moonshine.
Don't deflate it. No, that's how it's done. Well done. The black is ours. Hard to imagine. That's such a small thing, but so much energy. A black is an immovable source of density. The power of thousands rests at you. And here I always thought they were simply magic bombs. No. Your soul is how I bind the two together in such a jar. What energy is in the ceremony is minuscule in comparison. Now, enough lecture for today. Find a 10 and return to me. I'll do this. This is a ship.
What ails your soul today?
I like to eat something, maybe.
There you are, finally. Took long enough.
Why did I come here again? For the checkup, of course.
Alright, let's have a look at it.
Sure. Is that the good or the bad?
Sword through the chest, going towards purple on the soul spectrum. That boom in your chest. Touch your arm for a second. Oh, your body is weird. You're phasing in and out of reality.
That is how it works from the eye.
Fascinating. Let me just note that down.
That is one mighty notebook.
Hey, don't look so surprised. You know how many strange things I see on a daily basis. You think after over a century of living with curse, we stop finding new things.
That doesn't seem to bother you, though.
Phasing in and out of. What?
I said that doesn't seem to bother you.
Oh, great! The curse is one of the greatest mysteries of our age. You're looking at the girl who's gonna finally solve it.
Lofty goals for someone so young.
Hey! Judging by your soul aura, I'm a lot older than you.
Didn't mean to offend. You've got guts, ship doctor. Speaking of which, how's my checkup?
Huh? Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Don't you have to do more check-in?
No, all done. I got all I needed when I touched your arm. You're in good health for a corpse. If you ever turn into a skeleton, it'll be a fashion choice. You go now. Good talk, Ifia.
Yeah, good talk.
Spectrum purple. Permanent wound. Travels through space-time.
I'll be there soon.
What can I help you with, Navigator?
We've been on this journey for a while. I'd like to know a bit more about you.
Ask away.
How did you come to be?
The captain created me. The first thing I remember is his voice, giving me my name.
I've met my share of ship souls, but none were as strong as you.
I was created from the fragment of an ancient and powerful soul. My potential has only grown with the voyages we made and the strength of my crew. Now, it's my turn, Afia Manicato. Tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell. Grew up in Soulspire. Just another orphan swept in during the war. I always knew I wanted to be a pirate. Just didn't know how hard it'd be to get there. I took cuts and bruises, bloodied my hands and my soul to get that black pearl in my chest.
Curious. You seem to cherish your painful memories. I'll never understand that.
What? You never took a few punches to get a prize?
Not many. Usually when they happen, I unleash a memory and find a better way.
I see. That does take a bit of the fun away, don't you think?
If you say so, Navigator. Now, I believe we all have work to do.
I like these arts.
It's a treasure. I can smell gold already. Navigator, a moment of your valued time, please.
Sure, Quentin.
Have you thought about my offer?
Offer? What offer?
When you first brought me back, I showed interest in the sword stuck in your ribs. I will pay you well.
You're serious? That sword is not for sale.
If there's one thing my father taught me, it's that if anything is not for sale, it's up for trade.
If there's nothing else in this conversation, I think I got somewhere to be. See ya.
No, wait. What about your hat, then? Surely it isn't as sacred as that sword?
No, of course not, but...
That's what I thought. You know, I've got a great piece of ornate rope here I'd like to... Oh, wait a minute. Some of my curses are missing. Damn it. Oh, no. It's gone too.
Curses? You're saying that rope was cursed?
Aren't we all? Unfortunately, I don't have time to clarify. Maybe one of the skeletons got their hands on my stuff. Wouldn't know how, but it never hurts to check. Let's see if any one of them is acting strangely. Finders keepers, right?
Tied.
Yes! That is a devious little rope. The ornaments are beautiful, but it does have a tendency to entangle its proprietor. Good to have it back, but still not what I was looking for the most. Now, my skeletal friend, where did you get this?
Rope.
Ah! I'll have to ask the Marley if I want to find out more. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Marley?
Quentin, what is it you want to buy from me this time?
No, nothing. At the moment, I'm content with what I have. Or would be. You see, some of my belongings are unfortunately absent from my chest.
Are these belongings perchance cursed and/or extremely dangerous?
You know, I'd argue that mostly depends on who handles them and in what circumstances.
So, yes.
Yes. On both accounts. One of the skeletons was already entangled in a particularly nasty rope of mine. Do you think they could have pried my chest open?
No. I would be aware if they put their collective mind to such an effort.
Yeah. Ordinarily, piles of bones can't open my chest anyway.
I'll keep my tendrils out for these items. Come back to me another time.
I will. Thanks, Marley. Well, not much to do for now. Let's hope that Marley finds something before more damage is done.
Now we're getting somewhere.
My, look at you. You think you've been in the Marley's crew for years.
Jealous, are we?
Oh, on the contrary, I'm quite content to remain under the Marley's notice.
I get the feeling you distrust her.
Trust is not the issue, Signora. Alas, I forget you are still playing the game blind.
So why don't you educate me about the rules?
Ha! But what fun would that be? All pieces are on the board. Observe the game. Learn what moves to make.
And if I don't?
That would be telling. A presto, Signora.
No second thoughts, eh?
Some music on deck would be nice, eh?
Well, I can't help. My vocal cords are in great disarray ever since I've been beheaded.
Where to, Navigator? We arrive at the Isle of Penance.
Pretty daring of Mordecai to hide a clue here. What led you to think that he did?
Years ago, an old acquaintance of the captain was imprisoned here. Her name was Bonefinger Barb.
I see. One of Bone and Finger's called.
Precisely. Though how she is linked to the captain's treasure, I cannot say.
Well, let's ask her then. How do we get her soul out of this hellhole?
Touch the energy reliquium on top of the soul prison. I will handle the rest. Now, choose our landing, Navigator.
A new hunt! Finally!
Have you seen anything?
Finders keepers, right?
Another barge of heretics and
Bonefinger Barb. Who was she to Mordecai?
Both she and us were part of the Dead Man's fleet during the evacuation of Port Royal. She and the captain fought a group of prognosticars together. I might have helped a little. When the captain lost his hand to a burning blade, it was she who salvaged it in the chaos. We were thick as thieves afterwards. Went on many a voyage once the fleet disbanded.
Maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Rectifica! The
Hiding
fire
in the
will
weeds,
guide
perhaps?
me to you,
Let us
fiend.
see.
Ha! I can
The
smell
fire
your
will
rotting
guide me
flesh.
to you.
6 grams of death root, 2
It's
drops of
done.
moonshine. Oh,
Will I
I'll have to
find
note that down.
Feed your carcass to the fire.
My chest is off limits.
The shadows have fled. The design is...
I can smell gold already. Come, fishy, fishy. Line and sinker.
Don't have to hear the cries of the damn souls all the time. Ready to serve. Judgment is at hand. My
They all
verdict
seek
is
my
final.
riches. They'll bite.
The court is in session.
Ah, swift justice.
Anything shiny? Not yet.
Comes to greet you.
An offer I can't refuse.
Remedies for the dead.
For
desperate
desperate times.
Cover seeds.
You wanna hide, yeah?
Bush. We will burn it later.
Still breathing. Still sane. Let's get a better view. Justice has been granted.
Any coin? No escape from my bait.
The verdict is clear.
Ah, swift justice.
Another barge of heretics.
All well deserving of their punishment, I have no doubt.
With kind regards.
Is there treasure?
The lady at the ready.
This plan's growing on me.
Oh, how I will enjoy.
The White Crow stands ready.
Measure. Oh, hold on. What is mine?
Measure.
Diamonds,
Calculate.
rubies, emeralds.
That light
Feed your
For desperate times. Once more onto the beach.
I
can smell
stench of your corruption.
Justice is harsh.
Rectifica.
Ventura.
I am your executioner.
Rectifica. Nothing. Huh, what a waste of time.
For another shot. I knew this would come. My eye.
Enviable precision, Teresa.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature. The fire longs for your cursed soul.
Leaves are itching. Oh, this is fascinating.
Feed your carcass to the pyre. None.
Ha, I have just the thing.
To the sea.
Don't sell me short. Will it yield coin? Thank you.
Teresa, para servirle. Ah, the better part of it. Justice has been granted.
Ah, let's stretch those roots.
Treasure fishing.
I see.
Ah, swift
If there is
justice.
value, it's mine.
The fire hungers for us. The future calls. It's quickly done. La doncella sea contigo. Through the flames, death
I
comes
cast
to
for treasure.
Let me see your
for desperate
one
times.
less to work.
Been wanted. It will be dealt with.
They grow from the soul. It's all in you.
Watch me go. To each what they deserve. My sight reaches. I am your executioner.
Golden greetings. Nobody takes what's mine.
My judgment.
The court
awaits
is
you,
in
creature.
session.
Ah, swift justice.
Arbiter of the
Careful negotiation.
power.
It's a deal.
Calculate. Rectify.
How I will
The
enjoy
maiden's judgment
purging.
awaits.
My sight reaches for desperate times.
I can smell your rotten
No mercy given.
That bush seems highly
Iron
suspicious
judgment.
to me.
Do like this so far. Kill the body. Breathe
My
soul.
chest is off limits.
Ah,
It will be dealt with.
swift justice. The crow flies.
Don't sell me short. An offer I can't refuse. Will it yield coin?
How did Barb end up in this forsaken place?
It's her own fault she got stuck here. She sold us out to the Inquisition bounty hunters.
Now that's harsh, even for a pirate.
We had a falling out. I still think it was because the captain decorated his hat with his chopped off hand. Horrible fashion. Regardless, we escaped the Zealot's ambush, so they put Barb in here instead.
Let it bring forth our fiery wrath.
fire long
Calculate,
to your course.
rectify, mensura,
We will feed your
calculate,
carcasses to the pyre. Ensure the fire will guide you to you.
I can smell your rotting flesh.
No. Objection.
To be confined, even when the body is long gone.
They may blame the curse, not us. Death doesn't mean what it used to.
Change in position.
Oh, I see. Incoming. No cover? Easy fix. Let's cover this up.
Teresa, ready to serve. I've seen it happen.
Having is better than wanting.
My strength returns. The White Crow stands ready. A bolt for your skull. Let fate be our judge.
Well now.
My verdict is final.
Dead.
The fire
Someone's
longs
dead.
for your cursed soul.
Ugh,
Ensure
the
maiden's judgment
stench of
awaits
your
future.
corruption still lingers.
Measure,
Daylight
I
beyond
can
my
smell
reach.
your rotten rectify. The fire longs for your cursed soul. We
Measure,
will feed your carcasses to the pyre. Rectify.
The below swallowed them.
Any coin?
Resume your task.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Maiden, sever this soul from
Oh,
your body,
desperate
so it will
times.
serve its sentence.
Still breathing. Still safe.
We will feed your
Fire
carcass to
longs
the
for
pyre.
your cursed soul. The maiden's judgment awaits creature. Mensura, calcula,
wasting precious
rectifica.
time, pirate. Come forth.
I can smell your rotting flesh.
Good. We've driven them
I
back
see
to
where
the
this is
villa.
going. Good for another shot. It's done.
Let these holy instruments separate
One bolt, one life.
sinners.
Blood will flow.
It's a treasure. Finders keepers.
Still got some fire left, eh, Teresa?
Let's reel them in.
The fire hungers for us.
That was no
I am your executioner.
What?
I'll hold
Fire
on to
will
what is
guide
mine.
you, fiend. The maiden's judgment awaits.
I knew this would come.
You will feed your
Otra
carcasses
ronda.
to the pyre.
Dicho y hecho.
Careful negotiations.
Need something, matey.
Swift justice. Dia cuervos.
At your command.
Judgment is at hand. Death comes to each.
Got a good head in my chest. It's a deal then.
To each what they deserve. For desperate times, justice has been granted. I see where this is going.
Paltry flames, look at them. They hardly burn.
Beautiful. Nothing compares to her glory.
Good for another shot. I pray for your soul. Death comes to greet you.
This soul has committed
Change in
grievous
position.
sin. May they atone in I drive a deadly bargain.
Hey! Shh. Try this fruit. Working on it.
I'm glad.
They all seek my riches. The rod reaches far.
Ah, the better part of me. It's guidance.
Golden greetings.
Teresa, para servirle. Once more onto the breach. This will be good for you. El muerto al hoyo.
Oh, I can grow lots of things. All right, easy fix.
Tight lines. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
What
I'll take
ails
that.
your soul today? Oh, I like that.
Something there.
I know right where to go. Food for the vine.
Follow me.
Ah, souls from the ground.
Be glad that it's
Coming
just
right
raining.
up.
When you're down there, sometimes you see things.
Strange.
The fire hungers for us. I send you my receipt. Justice has been granted.
Standing around, catching light.
Anything shiny?
Hey! Try this.
Otra ronda. Your crimes are severe.
Oh, I'll have to note that down. Treatment's
My
ready.
verdict is final.
Huh. Strange soul
I
pattern.
cast for treasure.
Oh, I see.
My strength returns.
And it destroys.
All right, easy fix.
The maiden's embrace shall be denied. You shall not pass on my eyes.
Next
Let
patient.
us be whole again.
Watch me go.
You dare break our sacred link. You shall be punished.
I do like this so far.
Pirates! Abominations!
Your weapons
Incoming.
power against the chain that links us.
Judgment awaits, creature! I knew this would come.
My sword.
Let's get a better view.
Hurt you.
My chest is off limits.
What could cause such a ravage? They shall tear your soul apart. What?
I can smell gold already. No one cheats death but us. It's settled then. If there is value, it's mine.
To each what they deserve. Ah, swift justice.
They'll buy. I'll hold on to what's mine.
I'm
It will be
glad
dealt
our souls will be spared such a cruel fate.
Indeed, so long as we do not stray from the
Yeah,
maiden's guidance.
let me at 'em. 3 little cuts.
The right of retirement must be initiated.
One less to worry about. It'll only hurt a bit.
I will return your vigor once again.
Oh, this is fascinating.
You guided me back, my other.
Anything shiny?
The fiend.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
I am an arbiter of the maiden. Tower!
My sight reaches far.
Careful, heresy! We
Don't
have
sell me
danger
short.
in the air. Flame will devour your remains. The Holy
bond is
Inquisition
unholy.
bows to no one. By the fire,
I cannot
we will
reach
hurt
them.
you. The flame will devour your remains. Shall be denied to you. The Holy Inquisition bows to no one.
What ails your soul today? Oh, I like that. I'll trim their numbers.
For desperate times.
Next patient.
That's my other.
All right, easy fix.
We resume as one.
Teresa,
Now we fight
ready
as
to
one.
serve.
Your bond is unholy.
Justice is harsh.
That was out of tune, suspect.
Remedies for the dead.
We shall tear your soul apart.
Having is better than wanting.
Your
soul
weapon
lady at the
now
ready.
against the chain that
Coming right up.
is something.
Wander dust.
The crow flies.
Singe my leaves.
You shall not escape us. You shall be seared before you know it. Mensura by the fire. Calcula. We will hurt you. The Holy Inquisition.
I'll hold on to what is mine. You'll pay with your demise.
You shall not pass on.
Working on it.
Let us be whole again.
Golden greetings.
Strange soul pattern.
Tight lines.
Oh,
Line and sinker. Any coin?
The verdict is clear. Death comes
need
to
something, matey.
I cast for treasure.
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of moonshine.
the better part of me.
This plan's growing on me.
Face the maiden's wrath.
Teresa, para servirle. I am your executioner. Otra ronda. I've seen it happen.
Careful negotiations.
Ah, let's stretch those roots.
I extend my reach through you. I summon the soul of Bonefinger Bar. Marley, you stinking sloop. Hello, Bonefinger. I believe you have something for us. You leave me for decades in this hellhole, and that's the first thing you say? The captain rarely mentioned you after your betrayal. Oh, he remembered me enough to use me as a piece in his little puzzle, the old bilge rat. But he's gone now, isn't he? He said as much when he snuck in here. What did he tell you? Said this was a precaution. A way to make amends. Said if you showed up, he was already dead. He told me where he hid that rotten old thing for you. Free me, and I'll show you. Very well. Betray us, and I'll put you back. Yes! Free at last! To feel the sea breeze on my fleeting shape again. So long, you musty old bark. And don't worry. X always marks the spot, eh? I like her guts.
Riches.
As did the captain. Though I like her better in soul form.
Pretty harsh to leave someone rotting in this prison.
She deserved it. Her betrayal cut the captain deeply. I suppose he saw this as a just way to even things out between them.
What would you have done if she'd betrayed us?
I'd have unleashed a memory, and she'd be back in her urn.
What would we have to do to free the other souls?
The energy reliquium can only summon one soul every hour. It would take time that we don't have.
We have cannons, eh? Why not blow this place sky high?
The urns are secured with a tiny spark of Maiden's fire. Any damage to them, and the soul inside would be consumed.
I feel rotten leaving them all imprisoned here.
As do I, Navigator. But we have no choice.
The future calls.
It's been a while.
Through the flames.
Curious. That relic. Am I seeing this correctly? The captain's hand. I thought he'd got rid of it for good. And yet, here it is.
It is done.
So this is the hand he lost at Port Royal.
I still remember the burning city. The screams of the innocent. We'd saved as many as we could. Even with my power, it took us countless attempts. The captain had just brought the last of the evacuees on board. And I noticed his hand was severed. I wanted to try again, but he refused. It was the smallest sacrifice. Saving his hand meant more lives lost to the Zealots.
You did the right thing. They still sing shanties on Soulspire about you and the fleet.
It's all a memory now.
No second thoughts, eh?
I was wondering where the captain's hand had disappeared to.
Pretty gutsy to use your own hand in a treasure hunt, and pump it so full of soul energy.
I'd still have preferred his hand on his body.
I guess sometimes you have to make sacrifices, even with your power.
Unfortunately, I cannot refute that. I will make do with extracting the energy from his hand.
Von Preiswald, at your service. It's so bright here. You gentlewomen, kindly blow out the candles, if you will.
Candles? You mean the sun?
Upon my revival, I was immediately confronted with a somewhat dim individual who thought it possible to quench the light of the sun.
Those must be your famous memoirs you're composing. Pincus van Presswald, quartermaster of this cursed voyage.
Ah, so you do know a little about what is what. Then who are you, if not a severely neglectful steward?
A Fia Monicato, navigator and advisor on this eventful treasure hunt.
A navigator, huh? I wasn't even aware we needed one.
To this day, I'm still unsure what benefits you bring to the table yourself, Quartermaster. Would you like to show us at the training deck?
Ha! I will not deny anyone a demonstration of my brilliance. Easy Vincent. Let's peruse some minds. Oh, good! A venerable buffet ready for me. Let us sample these imagined souls. I wonder who'd be inclined to listen.
Curious sound. What a strange noise.
Let me do what I do best. Talk. Ah, it's you again. Do you not remember me? We conducted our 311th flight of patrol together. That won't be a challenge. Good snout. To see the world with different eyes. I must say, Marley, your interpretation of the inside of a zealot's mind is rather dull.
I'll take your feedback under consideration, Quartermaster.
Ah, let's take another view. A ghostly pleasure. A new chapter in my memoirs. I have to get a new coat anyway. A single coin would not attract the ear of nobility. The zealots, on the other hand... Inquisition steel.
These coins better not be from our treasury, Quartermaster.
Alas, the handling of our finances is one of my many responsibilities. Rest assured, most of my expenses are above board. Good. My tobacco was getting stale. The burdens of nobility.
The Inquisitor remains inscrutable.
It is well past lunchtime now. Let us finish these trifling tests, and quickly. Likely a poor choice.
I sense uncertainty approaching.
Nobody can resist the sound of coin. I like the taste of it.
This strange tugging. Who sense it?
Who was that?
I cannot reach them.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Smoking right.
My judgment awaits you, creature. They lie beyond my reach.
Nothing I can't afford.
Rectifica. I cannot reach them.
I stand alone.
You shall
That
not
is
escape me.
Part of the design.
Measure.
Nothing hides.
Good snout.
Rectify. Oh,
Measure.
how I will enjoy purging
Rectify.
your soul. Ugh,
Your soul
stench of your corruption.
It is
still
almost thrilling.
Vici Vinci.
The shadows have fled before our zeal.
Let's change perspective. That won't be a challenge.
Time is uncertain here.
Aye. Something strange in the air.
My pockets are endless. Smoking right.
I had a vision.
What a strange noise.
I cannot make sense of it.
Finish your task, then see a confessor.
Good. My tobacco was getting stale. A ghostly pleasure.
I thirst.
Who will I taste this time?
For me?
Likely a poor choice. The burdens of nobility.
Good work, Quartermaster. Your presence is required in the riddle hold. To the stairs, if you please.
Smoking right.
Pincus?
I, Pincus Pravus Pernilian Perselfans, vom und zu Presswand, Quartermaster par excellence and arbiter of good taste. It seems my brilliance has left the magic here speechless. My work is done. I shall retire to my quarters. Good. My tobacco was getting stale. Greetings, Marley. It is with great indignation that I, Pincus von Freswald, report back for duty.
Quartermaster, I presume the books are going to be back in order soon.
Ah, Marley, must I get back to the drudgeries of everyday work already? I have eternity to get to these books you're so readily teasing me with.
The captain assigned you to the task. If you're unwilling, the skeletons can always use another hand.
Don't we have enough hands already? How many are there, anyway?
An excellent question. Perhaps if you kept the books, we'd have an answer to it.
Oh.
Quartermaster?
Apologies, Marley. My mind must have drifted off momentarily. What were you saying?
The books. Please have a look at them.
Ah, yes, surely. And such books they will be. Generations will revel in these writings, and they'll all know our tale. Let me get right to it. Good snout.
Any coin? Finders keepers, right? Marley, I'm back. Anything you could unfurl?
Yes, I believe so. At the stern, there's something weighing down heavily on my deck. If I was any lesser being, it would have cracked it long ago.
Oh, yeah. I have an inclination of what that could be. First someone steals my curses and then releases them on deck. Who and why?
It reeks of malice and ill intent.
As far as I could tell, that's just a general smell around here.
You ought to interview those that bear the stench the most.
Pete, and the nameless one?
The heavy thing seems to lie at their feet. Unfortunately, you might have to start a conversation with them. Don't let their foolery blind you, though. They're full of trickery and deceit.
Oh, well, that's just how I like my customers. An offer I can't refuse. It will be dealt with. Oh, got it. Ooh, I always forget how heavy that bag of feathers is.
Quentin!
Greetings, you two.
What brings you here?
Someone used the time I was without a pearl to take cursed artifacts from my chest.
Pete? Do you think he's accusing us? Most definitely.
Well, I did just find my special bag of feathers lying in front of you, so...
Should we just tell him who actually put it here? All right. Go ahead, tell him, Pete. It was the raccoon.
The what?
He means the monkey. We don't have a raccoon here on deck, Pete. Good to know.
Estelle! Mm, well, thanks for your cooperation, fellas. Strangely helpful they were.
Quentin, can you talk to me for a second?
If there is... Yeah?
Look, I found these nice earrings, but since I put them on, I've been stumbling around like it's my first day on deck.
Ah, my earrings of unbalance. Wait, I'll get them off you. Should I relieve you of the sword as well?
Would you like to be stabbed in the chest?
Depends. Which chest?
Not the one you're thinking. How's your search going anyway?
Well, I've talked to Pete and the nameless one.
They're involved, aren't they?
No, I don't think so. They've actually been somewhat helpful. But I have to be on my way. Let me know whenever you find something that makes you feel queasy.
Sure. Good luck, Quentin.
Will it yield coin? golden greetings to you as well, Estelle. Yes! Congratulations! You robbed me! Now kindly return my items. Returning them means giving them to me, in my hands, and not put them all over the Marley. Most importantly, where's the pen? Do you know how dangerous that bloody thing is? You want to trade me for something I technically already own? You stole it! You don't own it, Estelle! Alright. I stole that pen too. Well, I'm sure there's some trinket I can offer you. I got a golden banana somewhere here that, There's no prize that will make me hand my head over to a monkey. Look, what about this deck of cards that guarantees you triplets every time? And, for good measure, I'll throw in a couple of old Aztecan coins. The nice ones with the little skulls on them. The skull is not going to happen, Estelle. Look, let's end this here before I succumb to your lunacy. Just don't, for goodness sake, put the pen anywhere stupid. I'll find something that tingles your little monkey paws. Well, well, I've got a conundrum here. No one has any authority over that little chimp. Ah, come on, Quentin. You always found a way to barter yourself out of a pickle. Just give it some time.
My sword is razor sharp.
The White Crow stands ready.
Never look back. Well,
Set a course, navigator. I'm sensing a black pearl on Dreadvine's Cove. We should wait.
Is that the red Marley I sense at the edges of my consciousness?
Greetings, Dreadvine. You wouldn't know anything about a black pearl on your island.
You are not the first ones to ask for this little bauble the brine brought in. A Magistratus has been incessant about it. His hollow threats have long stopped being amusing.
We could silence him for you, in exchange for the pearl.
I fail to see why I would give up such a valuable object of study.
Would you rather wait until the Inquisition pries it from you?
All right. Take care of the Magistratus. And then we can negotiate.
I smell dishonesty here.
Don't worry, Navigator. I have a plan. Now, choose our entry.
About time!
Teresa stands ready.
Always move forward. Well, well.
I've had the most interesting epiphany.
Tell me later, perhaps.
I'm honing in.
Let fate be. My verdict is final.
Let's see what's out there.
My strength
Consider
returns.
it done.
Still breathing. Still sane. Judgment is at hand. Justice is harsh. I am your executioner. Let's get a better view.
He'll bite!
The better part of me. Death comes
They all
to the
seek my riches.
For desperate times.
If there is value, it's mine.
My body says.
It's a treasure. It will be dealt with.
Opportunity calls.
Don't sell me short. Will it yield coin? It's a deal then.
Your crimes are severe. Through the flames, justice has been granted.
Mercy.
Well now.
The rod reaches far.
The fight.
Otra ronda.
We will feed your conscience to the fire.
Mensura,
The fire
belongs
belongs
to
with
the
cursed
cursed
soul.
The fire
Let's
longs
see.
for your cursed soul.
Golden greetings.
Who was that? Abomination!
It does my
So you've managed to silence the annoying Magistratus. I admit this did prove a slight distraction. Now, if you will proceed, I have ancient questions to ponder. What is it now, Marlin? You know I do not take kindly to interruptions.
May I remind you that you owe us a black pearl?
I remember agreeing to no such thing. Neither do I feel inclined to negotiate now.
In that case, let me use my power to undo our actions. Then we will leave you to the Magistratus's ramblings.
Ugh, you are no fun. Very well. Have your precious pearl, if you must. I have delivered it to the watchtower at the Shattered Cliffs. I trust you are able to collect it yourselves.
With pleasure, O mighty dread vine. Now we're getting somewhere.
I pray for your soul.
So you've managed to silence the annoying Magistratus. I admit this did prove a slight distraction. Now, if you will excuse me, I have ancient questions. What is it now, Marlin? You know I do not take kindly to interruptions.
May I remind you that you owe us a black pearl?
I remember agreeing to no such thing. Neither do I feel inclined to negotiate now.
In that case, let me use my power to undo our actions. Then we will leave you to the Magistratus's ramblings.
Ugh, you are no fun. Very well. Have your precious pearl, if you must. I have delivered it to the watchtower at the Shattered Cliffs. I trust you are able to collect it yourselves.
With pleasure, O mighty dread vine. The tower lies in sight. You think the dread vine will remain honest?
Aye. I think he was merely testing us. He always does.
You lot and him go way back, eh?
I still remember how the captain and I negotiated safe harbor with them. Times were different then. It doesn't matter. The pearl is ours.
Cursed are here!
That lies beyond my reach.
Never look back.
Fire! I'll hold on to what is mine.
The stench of your
I can smell gold already.
Another shot. I see where this is going. I am your execution.
highly suspicious.
Then wanting.
I am an arbiter.
My side.
How I will enjoy
The finders keepers. Calcula rectifica. Maiden's judgment for desperate time. Careful negotiations. Measure. No escape from my battle.
The fire will guide me. I knew this would
The better part. Judgment awaits.
The future calls. That was my eyes.
Any coin? The line is sturdy.
from my gate.
Teresa. Para servirle.
Rectify.
Good. Another shot.
What? Anything shiny?
Oh?
Tight lines.
The white crow stands ready.
The maiden's judgment.
We've got a good head in Manchester. Rectifica. Come fishy fishy. We will.
The court is in session.
Fire fire.
Your cursed soul.
My strength returns. Guide me. My chest is off limits. Nobody takes what's mine.
The verdict is clear.
I can smell your rotten.
Otra ronda. Once more onto the beach.
Is there treasure? An offer I can't refuse.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Mansora! Calcula!
Golden greeting. Rectifica.
The maiden's judgment awaits.
Emeralds.
My strength returns with kind regards.
Measure. Calculate. Rectify. Treasure fishing. If there is value, it's mine.
For desperate time.
It is almost
Straight to the point.
Your presence distorts the
I'll snap my fingers.
vile. Nothing hides from the eyes of prognostic.
The verdict is clear.
They'll
Death
seek my
comes to
riches.
greet you.
What do we have here?
To each what they deserve. Ah, swift justice. Change in position. I send you my result. My verdict is final. Good for another shot. I've seen it happen.
There. The black pearl is ours.
I hope this concludes our bargain. No threats of time undone remain.
None at all, Dreadvine. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Aye. And do feel free to call us again. We do enjoy your generosity.
Pirates.
Seems our work is never done.
Aye, measure is unceasing.
Another kind of
This should come in handy.
An offer I can't refuse. Let's reel them in.
The white crow stands ready. No mercy given. The crow flies. A bolt for your skull. Iron judgment. Justice has been granted.
Well now.
I've seen it happen.
Careful negotiations.
Still before desperate times.
Maiden's judgment awaits.
Teresa, para servirle.
That lies beyond.
Change in position.
All right now.
Thing
Who
made
is
that noise.
My chest is off limits. The fire longs for your cursed soul.
my judgment.
lead in my chest. Is that line sturdy?
I knew this would come.
Measure, calculate, correct it. Right now, I cast the decision to our sacred. I can
My
smell
sight
your
reaches
carcasses
far
fire.
for desperate times.
I heard that thing. Well,
Any coin?
The
I can
court
smell
is in
gold
session.
already.
My strength returns.
Of the maiden. Tower. Before.
I can smell your
One bolt, one life.
is that?
He'll buy free your
The
carcasses.
fire hungers for us.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Teresa, ready to serve. The better part of me. I am
hold
your
on to what is
executioner.
mine. No escape from my bait.
My soul is razor sharp. I like these odds.
Tria cuervos. The crow flies.
At your service.
It will be dealt with. Will it yield
Teresa, para servirle.
Come, fishy, fishy.
To each what they deserve.
Justice
has been done. Good.
Reel them in.
Another shot.
Blesses you, friend.
The fire
Justice is harsh.
We will feed your
cursed
carcass to the
soul.
pyre.
The future calls.
Anything shining? Finders keepers.
The fire hungers for us.
Fiend. Ha! I can
My strength returns.
Having is better than wanting.
Ah,
I'm not
swift
looking for common ground.
Once more onto the beach.
Anything shining, if there is value, it's mine. Nah, who's paying for all that trouble?
No second thoughts, eh?
I will grace you with my attention. Afion, I'm sure you came to experience the telling of my arrival on the Marvin.
Well, I was actually just walking by.
Why, I hear you ask, would such a refined, noble gentleman seek hospitality on such a comparably shabby pirate voyage?
No, again, I only happen to be walking by.
Oh, no, don't be shy. It is a good question. See, it all began the day I was born, January the 26th, 1615, which by now is a much-discussed topic in many of my memoirs.
You have multiple memoirs?
Of course. I very early on decided that one such volume wouldn't suffice. But let's not get sidetracked. On that fateful day, I vowed to live a life full of adventure and to record my exploits.
You vowed that on the day you were born?
Well, maybe 14 years later, but who is keeping track, really?
I thought that's precisely what you're doing in your memoirs.
Yes, well observed. Now I've lost myself. Why are you here again?
I actually was just passing by, so no real reason.
Perfect. I don't have time anyway. See, there are already 3 more chapters I have to write down. The first concerns itself with...
Don't worry about explaining it. I don't want to hold you back. See you, Pincus.
How very considerate. Goodbye, Aphia. Or whatever it is they say. Marley, I'm happy to inform you that you're starring in the latest chapter of my memoirs.
Is that so, Quartermaster?
I think I'm calling it A Day in a Pirate's Death.
I don't believe I have agreed to such a role.
Blinded by my overwhelming charm, the Marley could do naught but agree to my proposal. Great. Good talk, Marley. Now, I just have to get the right tobacco for this chapter. Ah, yes, I have the perfect one stored in one of the cannons. Let me get it quickly. A new chapter in my memoirs. Oh, whoosh. That was a bit unexpected.
Pincus, is there any reason why you'd open fire on the MTC?
There I stood, staring at the discharged cannon. My tobacco was gone, but I wasn't going to falter.
What are you talking about? Are we under attack?
An attack? That would be an excellent addition to my next chapter.
What does this have to do with your memoirs?
See, for every new chapter in my memoirs, I need a fitting tobacco, and I had just the perfect one stashed in that cannon.
I see. So naturally, you shot it at the ocean.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Well, it seems I have to unearth a different tobacco then. Thank you, Aphia. I will certainly get back to you.
I can hardly wait, Pincus.
For now, I'll have to carefully consider what to fill my pipe with.
Let's see what's out there.